Warning, this podcast contains material not suitable for younger audiences, and some material that's not suitable for older audiences. If you're part of any age group, we've found a way to offend you. Run while you still can. We are the Hapless Heroes.
If somebody wanted to arrest us, everybody knew where we were, and nobody came to arrest us. To me, that says we're fucking Coolio. I mean, Howard probably broke a couple more laws last night.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hapless Heroes. I'm Francesco, and I'll be your host and DM for this next leg of our adventure. Tonight, we are joined by a very special guest who's going to remain with us for an undetermined amount of time. My brother, Massimo, is back. And tonight, Massimo, just give us your character's name. We'll introduce him later. Who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Morton Mack, a.k.a. Gorgeous Mort.
So we'll be hearing more from him later. To his left, we have James playing Hoblet, the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
To his left, Dave playing Omega Project Prototype 0.
Good evening.
Then we have Zach playing Pear to Lincolnwoods.
Greetings and salutations.
And finally, last but not least, Lord Jarella Light, played by John.
Pleasure as always.
So when we last left off, we kind of wrapped a lot of things up. You know, we had, you guys had been fresh off of...
We cleared our name.
Well, you think so at least. You at least eliminated the source.
Yeah, right.
In killing Ashir al-Rihaz, as we came to learn. But a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened. It was a big explosion. You guys also rescued Hoblet's friend Maven the Baker, healed him back up. It was a very ugly fight. Hoblet almost went down. But you guys made it back. All right. You guys were drinking at the inn. Felix shanghaied Quinn into doing some side adventure where they're going to try to figure out how to fence the gem you guys stole back in Tarantus.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of just resting up. And it's you think your names are cleared, but you might want to like just try to, I don't know, find some way to at least like occupy yourselves while Quinn and Felix are away. You're hoping that they're the ones who cleared your name.
Is Hoblet still hungover, or is that passed by?
Well, it's the morning. It's the morning. Hoblet, Paradil, and Jarell awake in the inn. Zero's still at the project.
Okay.
Yeah, Hoblet, I guess start with the Constitution check. I saw you rolling already, so like he knows. He just knows.
Just preemptively
In
rolled the
fitting
con check.
form, it rolled off the table onto the ground. Oh, the re-roll's a 19. Hoblet's feeling fresh to death this morning.
So he had a good.
Good morning, everyone. How the fuck are we today?
Jarrell's just sitting in front of some incense burning again, cleaning his armor. Well, let's say that we're all back together now. Let's say.
Yeah. But what are you?
Hans, Franz.
Oh yeah, the whole gang's back together.
Yeah, we're all just chilling.
I'm gonna say that you guys are both kind of maybe eating breakfast or just chilling out. Again, because I think that it should be expected at this point. It's not a Thursday because only a couple of days have passed. You guys arrived on a Thursday.
Okay, fair enough.
I tried to build you up to it and just to let you down. So I'm sorry. But no, so I mean, there is some light fare being served for breakfast, and Hoblet comes down looking like he had not had a drink at all the night before. Maven comes down as well, stumbling. He's not actually. Let's find out how he's doing. He's doing great too. Him and Hoblet walking down arm in arm, and he kind of bids you farewell again. He actually he passes you a bag, like a burlap sack,
Bitchin'.
and it's jingling.
So I've now got Maven's sack.
You now have Maven's sack in your hands as he walks away.
9/10 of the law of Maven's sack.
Excellent.
One way to say
Well,
goodbye.
I'm gonna untie the knot in the top because clearly Maven is a classy dude. Put a knot in it. Let's see what's inside.
There is 500 gold in there.
Bitchin'.
Oh, baby.
You hear him whisper saying that he managed to take this off of, a couple of guys. Don't worry about it.
So right now, did anyone see Maven give me this sack?
I don't know. Everybody make perception checks for those of you here. And by everybody, I mean pretty much just Zach.
You're not here yet.
Nat 20, I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
You got a 16.
So
Yeah,
everybody
you guys
saw
both
it.
see it.
13.
So Hobbit's gonna divvy up the 500 amongst everybody.
And by you mean just the three of them here? You can do that. It's fine. Felix doesn't mind.
Hold on a minute. Did Felix and Quinn leave yet?
Oh, they've left.
Okay.
They
so
left
they didn't
yesterday.
see the transaction.
Before we even got back.
Yeah, they're not here.
And he's not here yet.
And Zero's not
Mort
here
is
yet?
Mort.
And
We
where's
don't know if
Zero?
Mort is here
Zero
yet.
was there
Where's Zero?
when we murdered
At the
some
project.
dudes, so.
Okay.
So Zero's not here either.
No,
Right. So then, yes, I am just giving it
to the
each
three of these guys. Yeah. What's 500 divided by 3? You guys
Buck
figured it out.
25.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
165.
No.
Right?
125.
125.
Is it?
See, I'm terrible at math.
Well, that's
Wait.
500 divided by 4.
Right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I thought Zero wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Zero's not here.
He
Wait,
rolled
I'm
a
not here.
perception.
Wasn't I here when we killed Maven? Or Maven's dudes?
No. Yes. Yes, you were.
Yeah. So I'm
Never mind.
pretty sure I shot 2 dudes
Right.
myself.
See, this is what I mean about like we're all getting older and we don't remember shit as well.
Yeah.
That was not that long ago either. Like we should be better than this.
All right, so plus 125.
So
to
why don't I
everybody.
say Zero was definitely there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Cha-ching.
You also see another interesting fellow eating breakfast here.
Define interesting.
I don't know, Massimo. Define interesting.
How would your guy be sitting there eating breakfast? What do we see? What makes us want to come over and be like, dude?
What do we see or smell or
Or both.
hear? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I would
You
hope
want
we're
all-
not smelling anything.
I pretty much gave it. I gave an
Well, he's
open
eating
book to you.
breakfast.
You're,
You want all
you're
the
eating
senses?
Yeah,
breakfast.
but I mean, it's
What does he look
it's
like?
early in the
Let's start
morning
with
for
what do you eat?
smelling
Well, first off,
things.
it's a protein-packed power breakfast. I have to keep lean. You never know what's gonna come up in the day. So I just got done doing my morning burpees.
In the restaurant?
In the restaurant.
Okay.
Yes, in the restaurant.
Okay.
What is
I
he?
worked up quite a sweat. So
What does he look like?
I flowing, hazel brown hair, piercing, green eyes, chiseled jawline, beard, just about, let's say, chest deep, shirt open.
He has a chiseled jawline and a beard.
Well, what you can see is
Okay.
the monstrous jaw gives a nice palette for the grizzled facial hair.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
just shoveling food in it.
And I am just, going hard.
something sick gains.
Right.
Cultivating mass.
Cultivating man.
So you kind of he's just putting shit down with his beautiful chiseled jaw and beautiful eyes and beautiful hair and literally not paying any attention to you guys.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a tank top, two-tone, teal and white. It says "Let's rack on it."
It's magically screen printed well before its time.
Oh yeah.
Is this like
Graphic
chrome?
tees
Is
in
it
a fantasy
Pelican?
setting.
Different language.
Or is it just scrawled on there?
It's just, in big block silver letters.
Yeah.
Just
Let's rack.
"Let's rack."
All right.
So this is the guy you're looking at right now.
Hey guys, check that guy out. Do you think we might need another member to our party?
Well, he certainly is going to town on that breakfast. Perhaps we could ask him a few questions.
Yeah, seems like in order to drive some sort of plot, we might need to maybe assume that he's trustworthy.
Plot.
Like smash cut to like the credits for like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right.
The gang Shanghai's a dude.
That would be if Jarrell's like I don't know if we need a new member. And then smash cut to the black screen where it's like the gang that gets a new member.
I don't know if you have time.
Yeah, he looks sketchy.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
who's approaching this
who
guy?
makes the first move? Yeah.
So Jarrell's coming down the stairs with his like 3-person entourage, and he's just sitting off to like the left. He's already eaten breakfast, so he's just waiting for these clowns to decide what they're gonna do with the day, I suppose.
All right.
These
So after the group
fucking
discussion,
clowns.
all right, you guys stay here. Back me up if this goes sideways. I'm gonna go see what this guy's all about.
Jarrell overhears Hoblet say this, and now thinks that they're immediately going to start. He doesn't know Hoblet very well, obviously.
Right.
And he gets up, and he realizes again he's not in his armor, so he's walking towards them.
Right.
Again.
You're in your vestments again?
Yeah. There's no reason to be in my full armor in the inn like that, so.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Like everyone else is pretty much ready for danger at a moment's notice, and you're just chilling out.
Constantly.
That's because he doesn't know Hoblet that well.
So
Right.
no, I would like to award you inspiration for that.
Okay,
You can cash in later.
Already. Thank you.
Get ready
It's just a very Jarrell thing,
Well, I'm ready.
Here we go, champ.
and I just appreciate you being a little bit of Jarrell right now.
Expecting the best in everyone.
As I'm, Hoblet's going to, make his way across the bar.
Okay.
Is this humanoid thing that I haven't quite gotten a grasp of yet, that I'm approaching, sitting, doing burpees, standing? Describe to me what I'm walking up to.
I'm sitting cross-legged with a plate of food directly on my lap.
At a table?
In front of a table, not quite at And I am just forking my food into my face, paying attention to nothing around me.
Hoblet is going to slide a chair over as he approaches with himself. He's going to hop up on the chair to sort of get to what I feel like would be eye level.
Yeah.
With
I'm
this
hoping
cat.
I'm hoping this is like a wheeled like office chair somehow, and you like kind of surf over.
Yes.
All right, cool.
And then, why don't you take a breath there, friend? What brings you to town?
Oh, what's up, little bud? Did you count your macros this morning? You're looking pretty good. Yeah, I was just hanging out here, and I've been looking for a few things to do, just getting ready for the morning activities. What brings you around?
Hoblet just turned his head both ways real hard to crack his neck.
Oh, this is
Both.
going to be really fun,
Both
guys.
ways.
Catching mackerels?
Count your macros.
Count your
Oh,
macros.
I thought you said catching
mackerels?
mackerels.
They smell a little fishy there.
You know what? I think that's the point. Is that you don't know which one it was.
Was my intent to get this cat to come with us?
It seemed like
We're just buying into that unspoken contract of let's advance the
You know what? Yeah. Hoblet is going to slide the chair around the table.
Okay. Like exaggeratedly, like you dragging it across
dragging
the
the
floor?
chair across the floor
Yeah.
around the table. He's gonna hop back up. I'm gonna pull one gold out of my pocket, set it on the table, along with my right arm, and reach out to arm wrestle.
Yes.
Okay?
Holy shit. You're speaking his native language.
You know
My
what's really-
friends wanted me to talk to you, see if you'd be interested in joining us. I need to know that you're man enough before I am okay with it. Care to duel, my friend? A friendly match for 1 gold piece? And I have Hoblet's talking through his hand that he's got on the table. It's on the table, ready to rumble,
flexed.
along with the gold that I was talking about. It's on the table, ready to rumble.
the
Okay.
gold's on his side, right? Like you're
Yep,
gonna turn
it's
your hand
actually
to
in
his
the middle,
gold.
right in the middle of the table, where their hands would clutch if should he choose to grab.
Mort, what are you doing?
Well, I see him posture me and set my dish aside a little bit and immediately, give him a nice clap, slap him up, and then I have the caricature lady that was drawn, a nice little scenery painting in the background. She, in her free time.
Of course, she's absolutely there. Right.
She's hanging out there. She's painting. She's doing her art. We're in a little, she's doing her thing. Have her come over and start drawing one of those cool bro shots. When the two strong guys are always grabbing each other's arms and looking at the camera like that. I say, I'm ready, and I just let go of his hand. I walk over to the group.
You don't even do it. I was actually just about to say, Massimo, what is your strength score?
My strength score? -1. Uh-oh.
That's your modifier. Yeah, your strength score is an 8. You are a
It's an
scrawny
8.
motherfucker.
It makes all of this so much better.
Right.
He's
All
literally
for show.
just all jaw.
Just all jaw.
Hoblet is going to
I
trot
felt like this is
after.
a perfect time to reveal that.
Oh, well, fair enough. At least I learned something.
Yeah.
Hoblet is going to trot after him with a little bit of a huff. But I rolled what I was calling an anger roll, and it came out pretty low. So I'm going to be...
I love he's inventing die rolls for Hoblet.
I'm going to
I
be...
love it.
Suddenly my favorite mechanic.
Yes.
I'm going to be okay with this. But what I'll tell the group is, what he lacks in strength, clearly he makes up for in brains. I would have smoked this chump.
Gerald chuckles.
All right, welcome to the group.
All right.
And just then, after introductions are made, someone bursts into the door of this inn you guys are in. I think I said you guys were at, what was it? You guys are at Spud's Slosh House.
Spuds.
That's right. It was not the greatest place to sleep, but you all managed.
The slosh is top
This is
notch,
definitely
though.
a seedy dive bar.
Top-notch slosh.
Yeah.
That's like the dirty... Oh, God.
So like whatever food you're eating too, I think actually I'm gonna make you all roll Constitution saves.
Big time.
Except for you, Zero, because you're not eating.
Yeah.
Because you don't eat.
That's an 8.
15.
Paradol got the oysters for breakfast.
Wait, what's this place called again?
Spud's Slosh House.
Hoblet had the slosh.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, the slosh plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The double slosh plate,
Went
extra
in the
sloppy.
slosh house.
Not a good idea.
Okay. And yeah, go ahead, Mort. What do you
With the
got?
slush sauce.
It's 11.
Okay, so as this person's bursting into the door, you all kind of turn your heads simultaneously, and pretty much all of you just immediately puke yourselves.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me roll something here.
Kind of scene this person has run into.
Some of it actually gets on her. I gave it a 25%
fuck.
chance, and I rolled a 16 out of 100.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
This will do wonders for her self-esteem.
she's got like
later
a
on.
whole bunch. She's got like a bunch of handbills, right? Like that she's like walking in with, and she immediately
Does she
stops in her
stop and
tracks.
is there an awkward pause where she looks at Zero as he's the only one of us that didn't just barf on her?
Yes, and then you kind of see her actually almost cast like she uses like prestidigitation and just immediately cleans the soiled surface on herself. So she's like at least somewhat of a magic user.
And
What's
Zero,
up, Shorty?
And
Zero can only just shrug.
she's about 3 feet taller than you, Hoblet.
That's cool.
Human.
Anytime you say she, I'm terrified it's
You
going to
seen
be
that
Captain
short dude
Kip.
on
It's not Captain Kip.
You seen that short dude on Game of Thrones? He slays.
Sure.
Just because I'm a
Yeah,
dwarf.
okay.
It ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string.
I'm not saying anything bad about dwarves, but you called her Shorty, and she's just much obviously taller than you.
It was a play. It was a clever play on words.
I
by
see.
Hoblet.
That's a player move.
But she like magically cleans herself off, and she just kind of says, "I don't get paid enough for this shit," and she just like puts the handbills down on like some like just like the bar top, and just like storms out the door.
Do a lot of people in the bar notice?
Yeah, a couple of the seedier adventure types go and pick up the pamphlets or whatever they are, and
Hoblet's gonna go grab the rest of them.
I was like, where is he going with this?
Yeah. So like 5 dudes grabbed one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk, seriously push. If I gotta push through the guys that are standing in front of me, I'm pushing through, and Hapless just gonna grab the rest of them and walk back over to the group. Let's roll, man.
I'm so glad you're here. Are you gonna even read them, or you're just taking them?
No, we're just taking. Well, listen.
Why is it Hobbit always picking up the paper things?
All right.
It's going back.
Peridot rips one of them out of his hands and reads it.
Briefly flipping through and throwing the ones he doesn't like on the ground above his head.
Are they all the same?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Okay. Peridot reads it.
Fine. Hoblet puts the rest of them in his pouch
So
Peridot's reading it
and
very
pulls out
slowly.
Trixie,
Peridot's
just in
being,
case someone decides. to
Peridot's
watch.
reading it very slowly aloud to Hoblet.
So the best way I can describe the style of this handbill, think like, 1920s, 1930s, like freak show circus handbill,
Okay.
right? Like talking about this famous inventor, Igor, in the town of Pent Hill.
Penned.
Pent Hill. The famous inventor,
You have my attention.
the famous inventor, Igor Larionov,
How do you spell that?
Larionov. Fancy name for a fancy guy.
My brain's telling me Russian hockey player, and I'm
Right.
either right or it's so close to being right that it doesn't matter.
Right. But so, yeah, the famous inventor, Igor Larionov, is issuing a challenge to all adventurers far and wide. Survive this challenge, and you shall have the item you most desire. What? Fail, and there'll be pizza and refreshments in the loser's room. All manner of strange creature and mind-bending challenge await those who enter. And I would like for, let's see. I don't know, anyone who wants, I guess, roll me a history check to see if any of you know who Igor Larionov is.
Yeah, man.
I just got a 6.
What roll is this?
History.
Oh, you got +6 history.
I am
You know.
23.
18.
a good one.
Okay, so,
6.
That one.
oh, yeah.
You know nothing.
No,
He's just focusing on his,
the wrong die.
his non-existent gains right now.
thank goodness.
Keep these.
Oh, wait. Yeah, in addition to rolling high, I have Artificer's Lore trait, which adds twice my proficiency bonus to intelligence or history checks with magic, alchemical, or technological items.
That would be that. And
This
so then you
counts.
actually got a 26, right? Because you got a 23 before?
Hell no. I got a 29.
29. Peridot, you know this guy. Now,
Oh, yeah.
you're... Okay, hold on a sec. You are like the crafter of all crafters, right? At least in your mind.
I'm well known.
Right.
This is a fact.
This
in my
dude-
mind, I'm the best.
This dude would give you a run for your money.
All right. See about that.
He invented the first firearm.
Woo!
Wait, the one that we have, or were there more?
Yeah.
Well,
He-
ours is the first one any of us had seen.
He was the one who was responsible for making improvements to plate armor technology that actually made it cheaper to produce.
Bitchin'.
He has this staff that he made himself that even if a child were to touch it would become the most powerful mage, at least in this world. He used to work for the project. He's retired now. So, Zero, you would know who he is.
Yeah.
You've heard of his lore.
It's probably programmed into the memory bank somewhere.
It takes him a little bit since he initially botched the roll.
Right. But you know that like this dude literally could make your wildest technological dreams come true, but like no one's heard from him, since he retired, and that was like at least like 10 years ago. So Peridot, you also know that like the fact that like he's offering up, like I said before, like the fact that he's offering up anything, like the fact that he said like, whatever you most desire, that this has got to be good.
Do I know his favorite dish?
You with 29? Sure. He loves himself a good
Pot roast.
yes.
Is there a specific beast that should be in this roast?
Camel.
Oh, nice camel roast.
Camel.
You need a camel? Is there an exotic meat market in town?
Sure.
Of course there is.
Perhaps before we go out there,
Saving
using
us from
this
having
knowledge,
to kill a camel.
right? Because I'm not trying to run around the desert chasing a camel. I'm small as shit. It's faster than me.
So, Paradil, are you telling us that you know this guy and you know that his favorite food is pot roast?
Let me tell you guys, let me tell you guys something. I know this guy, and I know certain things about his tastes. He loves himself some pot roast, specifically one containing camel meat.
Oh, interesting. Perhaps we could win over his tummy, and then get our goods.
Zero kind of puts his hand up, pointing his voice away from Paradil. Stalker.
Listen, I had a biography of the guy. He's one of my main competitors. I need to know things. Anyway. So do you guys want to go find some camel meat? Or maybe just a
Sure.
already prepared pot roast?
Pot roast first.
Is there a Wegmans around?
I was gonna say.
Hot roast.
No.
Damn.
There is just a variety of vendors in the Grand Bazaar.
Paradil goes to the keeper of the.
You're gonna have to
the inn.
assemble this, yeah. Okay. The
The-
keeper of Spud Slosh House?
Yeah.
Spud McNaughton?
Spudder
Yeah.
the head slosher.
Yeah.
I approach the slosher and I say,
Spud, where can a gnome get a good pot roast around here? One specifically made with exotic meats.
Oh, you're one of the fancy types, huh?
The fanciest.
I don't know. You may have to assemble that for yourself. We don't really do pot roast out here.
So we gotta go get a pot.
All right.
So instead of doing this guy's challenge, we're going to try to bribe him with pot roast.
I think we could go there without the pot roast, probably.
Fine.
Just greasing the wheels a
Fine.
little bit.
I'm just trying
Yeah,
to.
I imagine it would be a
Exactly.
greasy pot roast, yes.
I assume that's Fran's way of saying don't bother.
I'm saying if you're going to do this, you're going to make it yourself, and I'm going
Right.
to see how well you make a pot roast for this man.
Which of us would be the best cook?
No one, I don't think anyone in this group is proficient with like cooking supplies. So
That's fine.
So why
We'll
are we
figure it
doing
out.
a cooking side quest?
Pass. Hard pass.
It might be funny.
Bake off!
All right, fuck this.
are you guys going to vote on it? Or is there like a group consensus here?
No,
I
I
feel like
don't
we used to do
care.
this.
Jarl cannot believe that they're having this conversation.
Fine.
It was an honor just getting to the bake-off conversation.
You all are
We
a
didn't
bunch
have
of
to
party
actually win it.
poopers.
All right, is there an address?
Yeah, I mean, you guys know that Pent Hill, because you probably saw a map at some point while you were here, is just a few miles away. You know, it's going to take a little while to get there, but like maybe a couple hours.
A quick jaunt.
Yeah, a couple hours.
I love that word, and you never get to use it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a jaunt away.
Okay.
So before we leave, I'm realizing that this is what we're doing with our day. We're not clearing our name. We're not finding our friends.
Nope.
We're just going to this magic house.
No,
which is
because do you know
fine,
what?
Fine
do,
with Jarrell.
Do you know what we did? We drank all night long.
Oh, yeah.
In public.
And we're in a good mood.
If somebody wanted to arrest us, everybody knew where we were, and nobody came to arrest us.
Jarrell
To me,
feels-
that says we're fucking Coolio. I mean, Howard probably broke a couple more laws last night.
Probably.
I want to argue with this
Probably.
logic, and I can't.
So, I mean, and Jarrell's feeling pretty amazing. I mean, he pretty much halved another warlock. He has another whole thing to tell Fran so he can make a song about it.
Fucking
And
A.
everybody's just in a good mood. But I'm having
Yep.
Hans help me into my armor before we leave. I'm not going to walk the streets without my full armor
Yep.
on.
Not with what happened last time.
Right.
It's like
No, certainly
he's
not.
learning.
I am learning what walking around with these individuals what could happen. So,
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
What do you mean?
Are you guys gonna?
People.
Wow, that was brilliant.
Zero says, "What do you mean, people?"
yeah.
Oof. Getting off on the wrong foot today, Jarrell.
Yeah. No, apparently good mood doesn't work for Jarrell.
So, are you guys going to provision yourselves before you go, or are you going to just like walk yourselves
Yeah,
down there? Like,
I say we'd hit the market
Okay.
before we stroll through.
So why don't we call this a shopping montage, And then we'll, because I think this worked well last time, where we don't bore the audience with our shopping.
Ka-ching, ka-chang, cashing in the gold. It's a shopping montage.
Buying other things.
You know, fuck it, we're keeping
All
that.
right.
You got next montage.
All right, I needed to hear like a proper Taj before I dip my feet into it.
Okay.
Thank you, John, for actually following the fucking tempo.
Pretty good.
Hapless goes to the beat of his own.
So everyone's kind of come back from their shopping montage, right? And let's quickly summarize. Zero.
So Zero has purchased one of the Omega Project's explosive environments lab coats, which they invented because they were losing a lot of really great scientists in lab explosions while they were working with magic or gunpowder or infusing gunpowder with magic.
Right.
And all of that sort of thing. So it is essentially plate mail, like a chain backing with what appear to be white ceramic plates in the shape of a lab coat, because the Omega Project just has to do it that way. Because scientists are weird, and
Because
they want it to be a
Zero
lab coat.
was born to wear a plate mail lab coat.
Decent.
And carry a gigantic freaking gun.
Right. Mort, I don't think, did you buy anything?
Just some
Healing
red silk
potions?
and a
some
healing
red
potion.
silk. Okay. Some red silk?
Red silk.
Specifically red silk.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Magic. Top to bottom.
Hoblet.
I elected to plate up.
Yep, he got that
I
plate
caught
armor.
the deal on plate armor and
Yeah.
capitalized. Also realizing that I left my crowbar behind.
Way back.
I purchased 2 crowbars because I don't want to find myself in this situation again where I'm crowbar
Less. Yeah. Paradil, you've purchased a bunch of stuff.
I did. I got a few things. I got a heavy crossbow.
My name is Zero, and I approve this purchase.
Crossbow's name is Gladys.
Write that down.
Wow, you just bought it, haven't even fired it once, and she's already got a name.
She's speaking to me, singing to me. Gonna call her Gladys Knight. Why
There
not?
we go. I knew that was coming. As soon as he said sing to me. Anyways.
I also got some healing potions. Got some thieves' tools. And one fucking hell of a sweet fucking leather headband.
Hell of a sweet
Yeah.
headband.
Oh yeah, Zero also got 2 Alchemist's Fire.
Yes, I did.
And Jarrell, did you buy anything?
Well, Gerald doesn't actually shop for himself. I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did your retainers purchase you anything?
So, manservant came back with a chest full of all of our goods and all the stuff that we usually carry around because there's 4 of us rolling around. I don't know how much you want to take out of that.
Whatever, I don't care.
And then some rope, some javelins. He was trying to think ahead for Jarrell.
Right.
Gerald doesn't care. He's not pleased.
Fair enough. All right, and so I guess we're off.
We're off to see the inventor.
Yeah. How are you guys planning on getting there?
Well, first I tie my headband real tight in the back, and I lead the group.
Just like marching out in front of everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Hoblet's gonna just shrug his shoulders and fall in line.
Yeah, sounds good.
I feel empowered by this headband, okay?
Do it. Ride that wave.
Jarrell catches up with him quickly.
All right. I'm going to take a look at another look at this this notice.
Okay.
Where does it say we should go to assemble for this challenge?
So the meeting place is actually the Drunken Albatross in Pent Hill. The challenge takes place tomorrow, right in the morning. His handlers will come out and usher everyone to the challenge grounds.
Okay. Any more shit we need to deal with in this Tamash Ahir?
Should we?
I feel like at this point we're on our little mission.
Yeah.
So we're probably just like storming out of town,
Yeah, scoop going.
not a care in the world.
I mean, Hoblet's only other point is, did we see who took the flyers in the bar? Do we want to sabotage their vehicles before we roll out? so that we're the only ones that get a chance to
You mean
Chain
their,
up all their
vehicles
bikes.
like they're no, there's no bikes
Loose
besides
their
at
horses.
the project.
You know, I feel like if
Steal their
Igor,
boots.
I feel like if Igor Larionov gets wind of that, he's not going to look. He's a reputable guy. You know.
So Hoblet still though is going to take the rest of the flyers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Can we lease some of the sweet three-wheelers from Omega Project?
You can try.
All right.
So you get to the project, you know, Melf's assistant is at the front desk.
Okay.
And she says, "Oh, welcome back. What can I do for you?"
Well, we've got a project we need to take care of, and we're looking for some efficient, fast transportation.
Well, we can't really offer any of the trikes outside of the facilities just yet. Those haven't really gotten completely approved
Dang
by upstairs, if you know
They're
what I
not
mean.
crash tested.
So we do have some camels.
Don't do it. Do not.
Oh,
Compelling and rich.
So,
Do not.
what's the rental insurance?
Which means you have to return them.
Nope. We'll take 5.
Sure, just bring him back.
No, I mean how
No
many
problem.
Okay, cool.
We'll deal with this later. We're not going to bumblefuck about in front of this lady like, oh, are we going to eat one of your camels? We'll settle this in the desert.
Is that really the fastest way we can get to Pentil?
I don't know. We're on camels.
That's the answer.
All right. What are their names, Fran?
I don't know.
5 camels.
You each have a camel now. What's your camel's name?
Fitzsimmons.
Zero will not name his camel.
Jarrell doesn't tell everyone, but internally, knowing that Paradil openly named his, he thinks that his is named Lightning.
Mort, have you named your camel?
Yeah, I'm riding Pepper.
Okay. Hoblet.
Hoblet's on Herman.
Great. Well, the 10 of you make your way out into the desert.
Do my Oh, damn! I keep dropping it.
Oh, plus your retainers.
You know what?
Yeah, my
Actually,
retainer's good.
which one of your guys did I make it put the dude in the
Franz.
pizza oven?
super.
Manservant was
Okay.
that guy.
Hoblet's gonna offer Manservant a ride on the back of his camel if he wants to
Because
ride
those
with
two
him.
could probably fit together.
Yeah.
Does he get on?
Is Manservant ready to ride with Hoblet after what Hoblet
The
made him
camel
do?
immediately collapses
Oh God!
under the weight
Of this
of,
gigantic
of
man.
manservant, the chest.
Oh, you know what? You know what? That's not fair.
No, I never
Fine.
told him to. He's got.
Then I'll go back up to the lady and go, I need another camel.
You broke Herman.
She just sighs. You see her go over to some chalkboard and just mark like a
Do a camel.
Hey,
There's all the camels.
hold on.
Is the pot roast in play now?
How much for the dead camel?
I was gonna say, like, too bad I didn't buy butcher's tools.
We'll figure that out in the desert.
We're still at the Omega.
Yeah, the camel collapses. Paradil takes out his chalk. He starts making dotted lines on the camel's hide.
Yep.
He
And while
labels brisket.
Not.
Look like savages in front of this Omega lady.
What is the desk clerk's reaction when Paradil writes brisket
No.
with chalk on the camel?
Well, you guys made it a little outside of town, so that camel was just like slumped over outside of her vision.
Okay, so she didn't see that.
She didn't see it happen.
Good.
so we can take the camel.
Yeah,
Wait, can I heal the camel?
Granted another
Can Jarrell heal the camel?
Oh, Jarrell.
No,
We can just get another camel.
he gets another camel. Begrudgingly, they give you another camel.
So
I
Pepper's
call him H.J. Herman Jr. They said his name is Bobcat, but I won't fucking call him that. He's Herman Jr. to me.
Oh my God, let's steer this one back on track.
Herman, rest in peace.
Manservant just carrying the other camel with him.
And this time, Hoblet is not offering anyone a ride. No. He learned his lesson.
Do you butcher the camel?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yes.
Come on.
Of course.
You have some questionable slices of camel.
I have
meat.
animal handling.
All right,
Hold on.
I stored in the ice box that's somehow a part of the manservant's chest.
Sure.
Okay.
It is now.
Sure.
It has worked in that fashion before.
Yeah, we'll say he supplied up with some extra ice before you guys head
All right.
out.
Can keep that meat fresh.
Okay. So you're on the road. And you guys, I mean, it doesn't really take too long while you're on camels, you know. I mean, what would have taken you probably about, I don't know, 6 hours turned into, 3. But as you're...
So that whole thing to go kill a camel only saved us 3 hours. That camel's life
Be
was
there
worth
until tomorrow
3
morning.
hours. And we didn't even have to be there until tomorrow.
delicious.
3 hours in the
fucked
dodgy
up.
pot
We
roast.
are
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
exactly. It's some delicious pot roast.
So, as you're riding through the desert, though, it's hot. The sun is out. There's not really a lot of clouds around, and the air is still. But as you're traveling, you're about 3/4 of the way there at this point. You feel like the breeze kick up, but you don't. Like it doesn't. It just it's kind of it seems a little uncharacteristic for where you are.
So we're all comfortable in the heat.
I want everybody to make me perception checks. Okay, I'm gonna go around. Mort,
16.
Hoblet,
12.
0,
15.
Paradil,
17.
Jarrell.
5. Jarrell's never been on a camel before.
So pretty much all of you see in the distance 3 humanoid shapes, pretty small, so they're still pretty far away. It's pretty flat, sort of somewhat duney area over here. They appear to be chasing after a dust devil. It's like the wind's whipping up over there, and these 3 people appear to be chasing after it, but it's hard to see. It's a little off the road, probably to the south. You guys are kind of heading southwest.
No, Dust Devil is like a little mini tornado or something?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. It's like a little sand tornado,
Okay.
whipping up in the distance. And these 3 people are chasing
Okay.
after it.
What? Did the wind steal their money?
You see that eventually the Dust Devil changes direction and begins, slowly heading your way. And as they get closer, you can see that these individuals are all wearing Omega Project lab coats. And you can hear in the center of these 3 people, there's a short female gnome. And she's got a set of goggles and a lab coat on. And then there's 2 somewhat armored, almost like her lab assistants, human-sized, running with her. And she has some sort of box open, and she's chasing after this Dust Devil. And as it begins to get closer, I want all of you to make one more perception check.
There we go.
Just gonna go left to right. Mort,
10.
Hoblet,
16.
0,
Modified 20.
Paradil,
17.
and Jarrell.
14.
0. This thing has eyes and arms,
Tasmanian Dust Devil.
but it's not. They're not physical. It's almost you can just see the dust and the wind kicking up this shape.
Yeah.
And the eyes don't really appear to be solid. They're more kind of these glowy, sort of thunderous, like wispy eyes.
And she's.
And this
chasing
thing
around with
is barreling towards you now. It's going to be here any second. It is now directly in your path.
Is it within 60 feet?
It's within 100 feet,
Okay.
90 feet,
Maybe we shouldn't be here.
80 feet.
Let's start riding.
Jarrell is riding away.
Let's see if it follows us or crosses the path.
Right.
Okay,
Can we
so,
ride around the Dust Devil and get to the people first?
Hey, there's an
this thing
idea.
this thing. Okay, so you're trying to outride this Dust Devil.
Yeah.
Jarrell is not.
Come on, Herman Jr.
This thing, by the time you're able to kick these hamels into gear, This thing is like still gaining on you, and now I need actually all of you to make saves. You're going to be making Constitution saves.
Fuck.
Frick.
Did you kill your camel?
I'm sorry. Strength saves.
Oh, all right.
So, Mort, what was your save?
It's a hard 6.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Hoblet. What do you got?
10.
0.
9.
Paradel.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
Jarrell.
8.
Oh my God, you guys suck.
Yeah, that was a bad roll for all of us.
All of you are thrown 20 feet away in random directions. So let's see. Let's go north. Let's do the 8 different directions. So, Mort, you fly northeast, 20 feet. Hoblet, you fly southwest, 20 feet. 0, you fly south, 20 feet.
All right.
Paradel, you fly northwest, 20 feet. Jarrell, you fly due south, 20 feet.
So I'm going
and
with 0.
each of you
Yeah.
take 15 bludgeoning damage from the initial
wow.
hit,
No, I want to take it. I want to return that.
and then an additional 9 bludgeoning damage for being flung 20 feet and knocked on your asses off of a camel.
24.
You know what? Why don't you fuck right off?
And you are now in combat,
15.
so we're gonna roll
And 9?
initiative. Yeah.
How the fuck do you fight a dust devil, Fran?
We kick its
And this,
ass.
and this lady's chasing after him with a box.
Yeah.
Fuck off with it.
You can hear her in the distance. Yes, yes, please stop it.
Oh, that's all we needed. Weapons free, boys.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Wasted a 20.
All right.
Little mini
So
boss.
I'm going to start with Mort. What do you got?
7.
Hoblet.
3.
Jarrell. I'm sorry, 0.
5.
What up, 0?
Paradil.
Yo.
That's a wasted 20. Oh, wait. 23.
And Jarrell.
Oh, my initiative brings it down 1, so it's an 8.
All right. So, Paradil, we're going to start with you.
Damn straight. All right. Bringing the noise, bringing the funk.
0, you know this is an air elemental.
Yeah.
You're watching this happen.
You've seen one of these get out before.
Is trying to sword this thing, is it going to do anything?
It's up to you.
Well, what do you mean
Go
by
for
do
it.
anything?
God damn it.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just gonna try to slice it up, I guess.
Yeah, you can get back to it. I probably. Actually, you were flung 20 feet away from it. It's actually about 35 feet away from you.
Okay, then I'm gonna heavy crossbow this motherfucker.
Okay. Are you gonna advance at all? Or are you gonna stay where you are?
I'll advance 25 feet towards it.
Yeah, and just kind of fire it while you're walking.
Heavy crossbow.
Go ahead and
Shoot the wind.
Go ahead.
The Paradil Lincolnwood story.
It's a 10 to hit.
No, that's certainly not going to do it.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
I get an extra attack, right?
Yeah. Well, you have to.
Hey.
The crossbow has a loading property, so it takes your turn to reload it. So the air elemental will now act, and it's going to fly towards Paradil and try to slam it twice with its sort of like just thunderous wind, like dust arm situation going on over there.
Okay. Let's see if it can.
20 modified 20 against your AC and a 26 against your AC.
Ugh. Yep.
Okay. So you take 20 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna parry that shit.
Okay. What does that do?
I can use a reaction to reduce it by a superiority die
Do that.
plus Dex mod. It's a 6.
So you take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. And it's going to end its turn right next to you. We got Jarrell.
I'm going to do 2 things, I think. I'm going to move towards Paradil.
Okay. You can get there and 5 feet ahead. but you can just get next to him at this point.
Paradil's got the creature right up on
Because you guys flew the same direction.
I'm going to come up next to him and say something along the lines of, I don't know if you can hit it like that. And I'm going to do lay on hands to heal some of his health.
How much? I mean, you still
How
have...
far behind are you? I'm because he's my friend, and I do not want to see him go down by this.
He took 16 damage. Or he took 14 damage, I mean. So you can heal him.
Plus the initial. I'm down to 11.
Oh, yeah, that's
So,
right. I forgot about the
you know.
initial.
So I'm going to give him like 20 just off the start. I'm going to save a little bit
You
just
don't need
to
to do that much.
Oh, I'll get it back later.
I'll take it.
Challenge is until tomorrow.
Right, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
And we're not getting our butts beat. This is a thing of pride.
That's your action, right? So
And can I have
you can't attack.
Oh, I can't do another spell, can I? I can
No.
just do the one. So I'll just do the one then.
Okay. Well, that's not a spell. That's an ability, but it's you use your action to do that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mort.
Oh, I'm gonna move away too. I'm gonna try to pull Paradil back with me.
No, because that would provoke an attack of opportunity from the air elemental.
Right.
So I can't move away at all.
Right.
You're in there now.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cast yourself in.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yep.
Mort, what are you doing?
Okay, so what I'm going to do, first off, can I roll some sort of perception check to see what kind of box that lady is holding? How far away is she?
I'm not gonna make you roll perception. It almost looks like you know, like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so it's something like that. And how far away from her am I, and where is her?
She's about 40 feet away. Like, I think she's you were flung in her direction.
Okay,
Also-
I was flung in her direction.
Old one or the reboot?
Good question.
Old one.
Okay. Original Ghostbusters Ghost Trap.
Correct.
Okay.
OG Ghost Trip. And what is the proximity
details.
of the
You're 20 feet away from it. 25 feet away from it.
25 feet away from it, 40 feet away from... Yeah, I'm going to move toward... she's 25 feet away from me. I'm going to cast Mage Hand and try to grab the box that she's holding. And,
Out of her hands.
Out of her hands and bring it towards myself.
We are the hapless heroes.
Like just yoink.
It is hurtling towards me.
She nat ones on her strength save to hold on to it, so you rip it the fuck out of her hands. Now what do you do?
Does she fall down? I feel like she fell down.
Oh, don't knock her over.
No, she
Massimo
just
did.
kind
Of
of
her
like
own-
Insult
yeah.
to injury,
Yeah.
Or
man.
Mort did.
Morted
So your mage hand is now holding this box.
is holding this box right
Yeah.
away from her.
Oh wait, which I found out mage hand is only invisible if you're an arcane trickster. So this fucking hamburger
You can
helper
just see
looking
it.
hand pops out of nowhere
It's
and grabs this
amazing.
box from her. Yeah.
So this female gnome is she's running to catch this thing, and all of a sudden she sees just this weird
hand.
scrawny dude
Yeah.
with a Let's Wreck tank top on.
No.
She does.
I'm wearing
She
my
does see
adventuring
Zero
red
also
silk.
though. She does see Zero in his Omega Project plate lab coat.
Ridiculous
Okay.
armor.
So she knows
I
where
have now
someone-
retconned it to have the Omega symbol on its left
Either way,
breast.
there's no one else who could have made that.
Yeah.
So, all right. What do you do with the box, Mort?
Well, I want to bring it tours myself. How far
You can just
I move?
you can
Just-
move it.
It's right with me.
I think I would say we move it 30 feet per turn.
All right. Okay, 30 feet for return. This thing is hurling towards me.
Yeah. So
30
you can
feet
move
away.
it up to 10 feet past you because you
Okay.
you,
I would like
you
to
went
put-
out 20 feet. Yeah.
I want to just have it open, be sure it's right in front of me, and I'm just
Sure.
gonna
As
stay
this
staunch
thing's gonna actually be within
as it's
about
coming towards me.
15 feet of the air elemental now. You see it attempting to suck the thing in,
Okay.
and it resists being sucked into it.
Okay.
It just pushes itself out.
But it's had some
It's
sort
strong.
of effect on it.
Yeah, it's
okay,
strong.
all right, okay.
Zero.
I feel like you just hucked a Pokeball at it.
Basically.
Exactly.
Zero doesn't know, what he's doing with this because he didn't study his elementals. So I should know, but I don't because I kind of suck.
And what
So
are you
we're
doing?
gonna fire a couple of crossbow bolts at it.
Sure
Because
you
why the hell
can.
not? So the first one will be, let's see, a 16 plus 8 is a
That hits.
24 against AC.
Sure, it hits.
4, that's D10 plus 3. So that's 12 piercing damage.
It takes half of that, as it resists the regular old bolt you shot at it.
Good enough. All right, and we will make a second attack. That's a 13 plus 8, 21 against AC.
That hits.
To deal 4 piercing damage.
So it takes 2. You see it kind of, it passes through. It does it does react, but it
Yeah.
doesn't really do as much as you.
Zero will advance on it at walking speed, so about 15 feet.
You got it. Habla, what are you doing?
This thing just tossed you, man. You don't take that.
Hoblet's having a bad day.
It's going to take you 2 turns to get into melee range with it.
Oh,
so you're going to have to advance and do something or dash. Like do something ranged or dash.
Am I within 60 feet?
You're within 50 feet of it.
All right, Hoblet's going to cast Sacred Flame then.
Okay, but you're advancing 25?
Oh, I'm advancing so that I'm 30 feet away.
Okay. And you're casting Sacred Flame.
Which is a dex save.
Okay. It gets a 17 for dex, so it just definitely dodges out of this bolt of sort of like divine flame that shoots from the sky.
Well, doesn't that just suck a big cock?
Sure does.
Yep.
Paradil, what are you doing?
Gonna dust myself off.
Uh-huh.
Go for another one.
Well, you're in melee now, so what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going for another shot.
Well, yeah, but you shot a bolt last time. What's coming out now?
I can put away the crossbow and take out the defunct noise.
Because you have the dual wielding feat, you sure fucking can.
All right, let's do that shit. I got the dual wielding feat coming at it first with denoise. And I'm going to roll a precision attack on top of that. 19 to hit.
You got it. It hits.
Okay. And that's 5 damage.
Takes half. Takes a 2.
All right, another attack with denoise. All right. I'm going to spend another... Actually, no, I don't think it's worth it. That was a 2.
Plus whatever.
Yeah, plus 8.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Whatever,
Okay.
or plus 6.
You get your offhand.
Okay, offhand attack. That was a 15 to hit.
15 is exactly what you needed.
Okay. And that's a 10 damage.
It takes exactly 10 damage because it is a magical scimitar.
Nice.
Woo! The air elemental will strike back again.
It strikes again.
One of them hits.
Who? Me?
You, Paradil.
Oh, god damn it.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna apply because I got the protection fighting style.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apply protection to Paradil, and then that's going to give attackers disadvantage against him, right within 5 feet. Is that what
Yep,
that
within
does?
5 feet of you. Okay, so actually, you don't get hit by any of his attacks,
Nice.
Yeah.
and he actually even nat ones on one of those attacks.
Ooh.
Very nice.
You
Does
see
the
one.
tornado fall over?
No, but it does begin to get sucked in to the box, but it is still out and
Yeah.
fighting you, but it is now immobilized.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
As it's swirling, trying to fight its way out of this box, but it is having a very difficult time.
Thank you, Jarrell.
You're welcome.
Speaking of Jarrell, it's your turn now.
Now, having seen the creature's reaction to magical scimitar,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use the Sword of Justice.
You damn right you will.
As we have now named, Jarrell has named that.
Right.
The Sword of Justice. It makes sense. It's Joseph the Just Sword.
Right.
So, just
It's
seems
the Sword of
rather
Justice.
epic.
I feel like he should have had a Maul of Justice.
Right.
And I hit with a 25.
Oh, you absolutely do that.
So that's 1d8 slashing. Let me gather all my stuff. But of course, I'm going to bring a little more pepper on that too.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do?
The camel?
You bringing my camera?
I am bringing all the
As opposed to
power
the
of
pepper
that
he'll be
camel.
sprinkling on the other camel.
So what are you using, Jarrell?
So I'm
Like
going to
lemon
use
marinade.
Yeah.
branding smite.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll my d8 first, plus 5. That's 8.
Okay.
And then branding smite is going to give my next melee hit 2d6, and plus an additional
Well,
for the one spell slot that I'm going to use on it.
so you're casting it at second level,
Yeah, oh yeah.
which is it a second level spell?
Yes.
Okay, then you can only do the 2d6.
Right.
You're not adding
No,
another
no,
D6 to
no.
it. Okay.
I couldn't do anything else, but I'm just gonna try to do as much damage to this thing as I can.
Absolutely. And order of operations, you would have cast that bonus action first and then swung. So just so you know. So
Oh.
So you
Okay.
hit. So you cast it. You hit with your first attack.
Immediately,
Yes.
that was the attack.
You would enchant your weapon. It's a bonus attack, and then you fucking smack it.
Okay, so 1d6 is 3. 2 is a 7.
So that's 7 fire damage.
And then I got a 3 plus 5 is 8.
So 8 slashing damage, 7 fire damage. It takes all of that.
15. And then
And it's magical.
I also get 2 attacks per action. So
Yes,
I'm
you do. You
obviously
get to
going
swing again.
to definitely do that. And that's just going to be an 8. No, sorry, 11.
11?
11.
11 does not hit. But 15 damage is still good.
I'm just going to leave it at that then.
All right. Nice job. Mort. This thing is actually, it's finding a harder time now to stay outside into the world.
Okay, so I am just going to throw a firebolt at this thing. And just
Sure.
see what happens here. 17?
17 hits it.
Is that 14?
14 fire damage?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really struggling now to stay out of that box. You think that maybe 1 or 2 more really good hits, and this thing is done for. At least is gonna get sucked into this thing. It's fighting with everything it's got. Zero, what are you doing?
All right. Zero will make a couple more attacks.
Sure.
Because that's what I got. Crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
First one is, let's see, that was 9 plus 8, so
17.
17.
You got it.
It's gonna be
We're
a
all bad at
D10
math
plus
tonight.
3. Yeah, I know. So that's for 10, which turns to 5.
Yes.
And we'll make the second attack,
Okay.
which is going to be an 18
Yep.
against AC. And 5, 6, 7, 8, which turns to 4.
Okay.
Is he still on his feet?
It is struggling.
Okay.
It is struggling so hard.
You hear a slight pop from Zero, and in between all of his joints glows a little bit of green light, and I'm blowing action surge to
Green
shoot
light?
twice more.
All right. Nice.
That's definitely a hit. And 7, 10, 5.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
And it gets sucked in.
Yeah.
All right.
Hot damn.
And the thing closes up. You kind of rattles a little bit, and then eventually settles.
Yeah.
Can a little fart sound come out of it?
And after the combat, the green glowing fades into more of a dull orange glow.
Fantastic. So eventually the gnome and her assistants run up to you, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Really? Oh, Zero, you know how it is. These get out of the lab all the time. We lost track of it. I'm not that fast."
It's okay. Everything's recovered.
She says, "Well, I appreciate your assistance." And she kind of taps one of the dudes on the thigh, because that's about all she can reach. And he kind of pulls out a sack, and she's like, "Here, for your troubles, 2 healing potions and 100 gold."
Ooh.
Ooh.
We pretty much made our
All
money
right,
back.
so
We just spent.
everyone here gets 20 back.
Yeah, nice.
Because I was really only going to do an XP reward for this, but Massimo's clever thinking, or Mort's clever thinking, I think we should reward that a little bit more, because that was pretty cool.
Well played,
Bang.
Mort.
Thanks,
Nice.
man.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah.
Who wants those healing potions?
I really have to.
I am really a weak fellow, and that was
More scholar.
yeah, I could definitely use him.
I was
Or
going
at
to use a
least
spell
one.
on you, but you didn't get too far.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take 'em
I mean, are you guys going to
Take
do
them
that?
both. Is
Yeah.
that cool?
All right.
Wait,
All right.
hold on.
Well,
I
that's
got-
a nice way to welcome me into the.
I got 2.
little
I assume
adventure.
Zero doesn't want them.
Zero does not have any, and they wouldn't work on me probably anyway.
They might.
They could.
You are
Is
made of organic
everybody-
material.
It's magical.
Has everybody taken damage?
Everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had. Oh yeah, I did take.
Do
a
we
little
have
bit.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast.
Prayer or healing.
Yeah, prayer healing.
All right. Sounds good.
Hey y'all, watch this. Prayer of healing. 6 creatures heal 2d8 plus spellcasting modifier HP.
So that's plus your wisdom.
Everyone gets back 11 hit points.
Oh,
Nice job.
nice.
All right. Cool.
So great.
Somehow your camels are doing okay. They're a little worse for wear, but they've managed to stay around. One of the lab assistants has to kind of wrangle one of them back, but they do that for you guys because they realize these are Omega Project property.
Come on, Herman Jr. Get over here with your friends.
What do you do?
Do we just carry on back, or I mean, we're looking
Yeah.
for this?
Yeah, you're heading back towards Penthill.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys arrive about another hour later, and you see it's not really much of a town. It's a small village, but right now it's bursting at the seams with all of the adventurers arriving to take part in Igor's challenge.
Oh Lord.
No way.
You think that was the only place that girl dropped off flyers?
Right. Like
Hoblet hangs his head as Jarrell makes a very valid point.
right. Like this place looks like even at the best of times, like it's not your typical village. A relatively large, what looks like almost like an economic boost has built up around Igor's laboratory and the creation of this challenge dungeon. The village has a disproportionate number of blacksmiths, local mages, booksellers, and houses for laborers who built the dungeon. There are only a few farms in the area, and there's probably holdovers from before Igor moved in. They're like cactus farms.
Jarrell immediately sends Hans to go find us a room. Doesn't even know what that means to Hans. He just sends him off to find us a place for lodging.
Okay, he disappears into the crowd towards the Drunken Albatross, which is literally the only inn in town.
So at least he had the insight to go there.
So this has got to be a hell of an inn to accommodate all of these.
It is gigantic.
Good.
Several floors tall. I mean, it stretches down for a couple, like maybe 2 blocks.
Wow.
Jarrell wants
a hotel.
to
Right.
wander and peruse all the adventurers to see what a competition looks like.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're seeing all manner of folk here, from like green as hell adventurers to a few seasoned folks. You hear some people like in the distance cheering for somebody. It's like you can see like in
It's
the
not
distance.
that twatty guy, is it? What's his name?
Angus Core.
Angus Core.
No, you can actually
My
see
mortal
him.
enemy.
You can actually see him. He's got.
He's here? No, not him.
No, you can see that this guy is like you can see him. You can actually see him in the crowd because he's not a dwarf. Is what I meant to say.
Fuck off.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying anything about dwarves. I'm just saying you're short. Like, you know, compared to like Goliaths, which are like 7 feet tall, which is what this guy is.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Shirtless,
Mountain.
gigantic, like flaming like sword that he's like swinging around, like posing for the crowd. It's like, you know, like people must know who this guy is. None of you recognize him.
Okay.
You hear some whisperings in the crowd of people asking if Angus Core is going to show up to this thing, but no one's seen him.
Hoblet grabs one of the people and goes, I heard he died.
No way.
Yeah, out in the Crucible Lounge.
Yeah, you're gonna
Took
do
a contract too big for his britches.
He
You're
got a
gonna have to
splinter
give
and it
me
got infected.
a deception on that one.
He's trying to run a bad anti-PR campaign.
17.
17. Bullshit. They rolled a 19 on their insight.
Jarrell's gonna walk up to who. This is a complete stranger that already his friend is causing trouble with.
Yep.
And Jarrell's gonna say, "Don't mind him. He's always like this." I'm gonna use persuasion to get them to just walk away,
Okay.
and that's a nat 20.
Oh yeah. They're like, at least someone with some sense around here.
I'm just gonna try to diffuse situations as best as I can.
So you guys eventually push your way towards the Drunken Albatross.
Strong work.
Right. Jarrell is at this point now parting the seas of people, and because some of them have even heard of him. Well, because
Franz
Franz is singing
already
about
singing.
it.
Right.
I feel like Paradell's walking pretty tall in this place,
Yeah.
being surrounded by so many blacksmiths.
we've
He's
dismounted
feeling
our-
a certain air of superiority, or
Walking
exuding a certain
relatively
air.
tall.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, fucking shut up.
See? And then it'll be like, oh, it's not about height.
Yeah, whatever. I
Yeah.
play a gnome.
Yeah.
Well, you don't say they're really tall whenever you talk about them, but you say we're really
just
short
really
whenever you
trying-
talk about us.
No, but there's all manner
That's
of people here.
racist, bro.
There's all manner of people here, including gnomes, dwarves, halflings, lizard folk even. You know, like it's ridiculous. There's like
However you
everyone's
want
here.
to identify with, we're okay with that.
Okay. So anyways, you make it to the Drunken Albatross. This thing is, again, like there's a bunch of people chilling out in here. You can see Hans is negotiating for a room. And the barkeep is trying to he's kind of looking at a chart to figure out where to put you guys. And he sees Hans waving at you, Jarrell.
Okay.
Like he needs you to come over there.
I'm slowly wandering over, looking around. Is it Drunken Albatross?
This is the Drunken Albatross.
Can I perceive what kind of is it nice or is it really?
No, it's nice.
Okay.
It's nice.
So how nice? Do I feel like this is a place
like a fucking Holiday Inn Express?
Except it's packed. There's barely enough room to walk around all the other adventures here.
Okay.
So
I'm walking right up. I'm kind of getting the vibe that this might be a more exclusive area.
Yeah, you can see. Well, yeah, but the thing is, you can see that there's literally one serving boy who looks he looks like he's probably no older than 13, literally running around, overwhelmed because there's so many people here, and he's literally the only person doing taking orders and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, that's a job you just got to quit. If that's your life, quit your fucking job.
So Jarrell walks up and he asks to the individual who's speaking to Hans.
Yeah, there's also a whole fuckload of gambling going on in here.
Ooh. So I'm going to say, I assume this is a staff. I ask her or him. Mm-hmm. Is it him or her?
It's an older man. He goes by the name of Garrick.
Okay. I say, excuse me, good sir.
Have
you spoken with my... Sorry.
What's that?
Sorry, Garrick was a guy from DS9.
Yeah. But I don't know if this is... No, I don't know if there's any relation here. Anyways.
So I'm going to ask, excuse me, kind sir. I see you speaking with my squire.
Yeah, you need to register your party. What's your name? What do you? How many of you are there, and what do you guys call yourselves?
I am Lord Jarrell the Light.
No, not you personally. I need to know, how many people are in your group, and what is your group called? What's your team name?
Oh.
Hokov.
Hokov?
Hokov. You got it, buddy.
All right. And he writes it down. Okay, Hokov, you're in room 219. It's about halfway down the building and on the second floor. You guys can check in whenever you want. Help your we're you can see a little busy. So just whatever. You'll find the room. Here's the keys. Let me know if you need a drink. If you can find me. And he goes back to tending to everybody.
Darrell is dumbfounded for a second that he didn't get all the way through his name.
Sure.
Just stunned.
If only Quinn were here to totally get what you're saying.
Quinn would understand.
So in the back corner, right, of this, way tucked in the back corner of this joint, there's a booth that people seem to be keeping at least 15 to 20 foot wide berth around it. No one's sitting at any of the tables adjacent to it or in the booth next to it. There's people, but there's people everyone just seems to be largely ignoring this thing. It's a black cloaked figure, completely obscured. You can't see its arms, legs, anything, but it's just kind of cloaked there, just sitting alone in this booth. And I think that's where we're going to call this episode.
All right.
Ooh.
Well then.
Thank you for listening to the Hapless Heroes. If you like what you heard, you can find us on all the social media websites. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. We're at Hapless Heroes on Twitter. You can find it's just /r/Hapless Heroes podcast on Reddit. Hapless Heroes podcast on Facebook. You know how to find us. You know how to use search engines. Also, if you really like us, we'd appreciate it if you left us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. It really helps us grow in the ranks, get more visibility, more people to listen to the show, and we just really, really appreciate also hearing from you because I don't know about you, but all the reviews I've read so far have just warmed the shit out of my heart. So
It's warmed the shit out of something.
Oh boy. We also have a Patreon page if you feel like we're worth your hard-earned dollars. This is a free show. We're putting it out all this stuff out for free. Please don't feel obligated, but
you're welcome.
But I mean, yeah, you're welcome, I guess.
You've been great.
We have some fun rewards. I'm gonna keep trying to find more fun ways to restructure them and offer more fun stuff.
The nudes still applies.
Tasteful nudes still applies.
$100 a month. Tasteful nudes.
And so we would really, really appreciate it.
And if you love us, why don't you butcher yourself a camel?
Oh my god!
And send us the
into a
pictures.
stew. Yeah.
Twit pick us. those
Camel
butchered
pot
camel
roast. Those
pictures.
camel
Is that what they call it still?
I don't know, man.
That
I don't wanna,
sounds
I'm
so
the one
dirty.
getting
Twit,
the
pick us
butchered
a
camel
camel.
pictures.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
Twit pick us.
What's the
Twit pick us your butchered camel.
Imgur-like site for sacrificing animals?
I don't know, man. I just whatever.
Did we just commit a felony?
no.
Pretty much.
No, just crimes
This
against
show,
decency.
this show does not actually endorse violence against animals.
You know what? I don't care. Legally or illegally, butcher yourself a camel.
Paradil does.
Send us the picture.
He doubled down.
He doubled down.
Twitter
That's
it
it.
to us.
We're done.
In past tense, you will have twat us the picture.
And
There it
with
is.
that,
Twatted?
We surrender.
and with that, I'm going to wrap up for this evening. I also want to make a quick special thank you to all the people again on Reddit who've submitted us a bunch of NPC names, and also to user authordm, who provided the inspiration and framework, and for this adventure that we're about to embark on. He and I have been talking, and this is going to be really exciting. So,
Mad love.
yeah. See you next time. I didn't outro anybody.
You didn't.
No.
Leave this in.
No. So, anyways, starting
Somebody
on
ruined it.
my
Somebody
left,
just gotta go.
we're gonna go ahead and outro our party. Massimo playing Gorgeous Mort.
Let's rack.
James playing Hobble the Smasher.
The sky.
Dave playing Omega Project Prototype Zero.
Oh, my Zero just shrugs.
Yeah.
Again.
Peridot, played by Zach.
Ooh, this camel's smelling pretty good.
Oh boy. And John playing Jarrell the Light. Lord Jarrell the Light.
Until next time.
And I've been Francesco. I've been your host and DM. Tune in next week when we see what the hell's going on in this joint. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Oh, bye.